Welcome back to Danganronpa. The suspicion falls on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Uh-oh.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Ah, this knife right here? Let's give it to Makoto. Oh, shit!
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier. Yeah. Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
Couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up until now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one that we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Yes.
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Alright. What am I doing?
Well, so Hiro's assuming that the stabbing is what killed her.
Yeah. Is that true?
Not necessarily. Probably. I mean, if you have a hole straight through your body, you're probably dead.
Yeah.
But we don't know, you know, if we don't know for certain they were dead. We don't know for certain they were dead when we found the body.
But do we know when?
But we know they were for
stabbed?
certainly dead when the body exploded
Well, yeah.
and caught on fire. It was charcoal.
Well, no, the Monokuma file says that the body was dead before the explosion. The explosion is not what killed it.
There was a head wound.
Yeah. But when was the when was she stabbed?
Would have been stabbed before we discovered the body because
Yeah. Okay.
the blood on the coat was of a chicken.
Yeah.
And then there was no blood under the body.
Yeah.
So, and also the body,
Meaning that
huh?
if there wasn't blood under the body, that means that
That, they...
two things, right? They moved the body, or
Either they moved the body... Wait, say that again. If there wasn't body.
If there wasn't blood on the floor, that means two things.
Yeah.
One, they moved the body, or two,
then the body had been stabbed much the night before. Time before. Much more time had passed. They weren't killed there.
that's what I said. That's what the first thing I said, was that they either moved the body or...
Either moved the body, or they weren't dead.
If they weren't dead, then there would be blood on the floor.
If they weren't dead?
Yeah, if they were alive, you bleed when you get stabbed. That's typically what happens.
Of course.
Alright? So that means that
they were stabbed before they got there.
Oh God, no!
They were stabbed and bled out somewhere else. They were.
I'm telling you that the body was not moved.
So the body died there. That's what you're telling me. Or body was wrapped up in a tarp.
But there's no blood on the tarp.
No blood on the tarp. The body wasn't stabbed.
The body was stabbed, as you could clearly see.
After. Yeah, you're right.
After.
The duct tape. I know the duct tape's gonna play with this.
Let me read this dialogue right here.
Yeah.
It should tell you immediately.
Yeah.
We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed.
Yes.
Which means that the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
Yeah.
Meaning that when that was happening, what was the status of Mukuro?
Of Mukuro?
Yeah.
Alive. Well, no, dead.
Okay.
There was a pre-existing hole.
So she was dead when we stabbed. When Makoto stabbed her. All right.
Yeah.
She was dead when Makoto stabbed her. All right.
Yeah.
So it means that the cause of death
was not stabbing.
There you go. Jesus, man. Holy Christ.
I thought that I said that.
No, you didn't.
It's the same one we
You did not say.
Makoto.
You did not say
It really
once
is, isn't it?
that the cause of death was
I
not
was
stabbing.
afraid of that.
If he did
Because
have that
the stabbing happened at that moment
Just because I have
when
it
they
automatically-
put the blood on the thing.
stab is what killed her.
My God, Mack.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. On what?
The Monokuma file.
Good job!
Got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Then the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but What's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. What caused the explosion?
Like if you touch it, it explodes. It was motion censored or whatever.
But what caused the explosion?
The bomb from Monokuma.
And how do we know it was the bomb from Monokuma?
Because when we went back to Monokuma, it was gone. It had been moved.
Well, that doesn't mean that the bomb was used on the body. How do we know that the bomb was used on the body?
Because when we touched the body, it exploded.
Well, yeah, but we don't know if that's the Monokuma bomb.
Oh, this is fragments.
Oh, okay, there we go. These.
Yeah.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate.
Concentrating. Hide.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Just tell me what is the cause of death?
Getting hit in the head.
Okay.
Then shall we continue? The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't me.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it.
This.
And more than that, the
Then-
victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire. Then shall we continue? The victim's fatal injury.
There we go. We're good.
No, that's wrong. Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all
Oh my
over
god.
the rest of her
What did you
body?
do? Oh,
They didn't have anything to do with it?
he blew up everything.
The
Destroyed
Monokuma file
everything.
makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Thousands of dollars of equipment.
Oh, yeah,
Ruined.
good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. you wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Hey, what's the real murder weapon?
I actually don't know. Go through the evidence.
So just got a Monokuma file.
Yeah.
You know, just we're focusing on bludgeoned from a hit from the back of the head, about the size of a metal pipe.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Alright, thick nails, the tattoo on the right hand, the fragments around the body, the sprinklers go off at 7:30. When the body was found, this is all alibi stuff. The knife at the crime scene, the tarp that was found in the shed, a chicken.
Yeah.
Byakuya said that everybody has an alibi except for Makoto. The body before the explosion, this is what it looked like. Miko's profile, Fenrir, and she has the tattoo of the wolf. Monokuma says that Kyoko hides scars with the gloves. The woodblock key, which opened the locker that had titanium arrows in it. And then some duct tape was in the locker and has blood on it. And Kyoko says that she has a skeleton key that can get into any door in the school. And also this guy's dead body, but don't worry about that. So.
Alright, so I'm just gonna throw logic at the window, but I mean, I feel like the titanium arrows in real life would be too thin, but I guess maybe they're bigger than nicer.
Alright, then go ahead and put on your headphones.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow? That's what the Cobra attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Alright? What's the secret about the weapon?
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was a murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master! You have no right!
Alright, what am I doing?
Well, if it was just that titanium arrow, it wouldn't be nearly thick enough. Yeah, so I guess you're taking titanium arrows to too thin? Is that all you're doing? But that doesn't, that's...
No, but that's basically just, we just said that,
Yeah.
oh, the motor weapon is a titanium arrow.
Which
Oops,
is
my
why-
bad, never mind, it's not,
Which
it's
is
too
why
thin.
they used...
Yeah. The titanium arrow is too thin, which is why they used...
more than one titanium arrow.
How?
They duct taped it together.
The titanium, it was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, it said the weapon must... It seems like an arrow would just...
No, that's wrong. You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
A whole ass bundle.
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
Because it was very difficult for me to get that when I first.
Yeah, I didn't put that together
so,
at all until literally just now.
I think like just half-assing it is like probably the best way to get that.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Dang, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence. Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. Must be connected to that dojo locker.
Cause she had the key.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? Does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue? Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko killed someone? Me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
What? Yakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? Why? Could Yakuya know better than anyone that Kyoko didn't do it? Don't worry about that.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Wait. Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right? Which would mean
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
Why is that important?
I'm not the killer.
That it
You
means
should
that
understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya could have. Wait, you said that Byakuya gave the key to Kyoko, or Kyoko gave the key to Byakuya?
You remember the beginning of the chapter that Kyoko gave her room key to
You
Byakuya.
aren't the culprit.
Oh, shit.
Is
So
that
he
what
could
you're
have
saying?
planted it in her room.
You stated a theory earlier.
I suppose that's
You
possible,
said
but
I hid the evidence of my
or he
crime in the
could have-
dojo locker.
so
Got
and
the
then left the
key
locker
from her
key in my
room.
own
so overall,
Correct? But
what Kyoko was
could I
saying, what is she
really have done
saying?
that?
That Byakuya did it. That Byakuya.
She's not saying that.
She's saying that Byakuya is trying to frame her.
She's not saying that. She's just simply saying that
Byakuya hasn't been.
nothing to do with Byakuya, alright? She's not accusing Byakuya. What is she saying?
She gave her room key to him.
Which means
That she doesn't have her room key.
which means
That she couldn't have got the key to the locker.
which means
She's never been in the JoJo.
that's not true. But which means
That she couldn't have used the arrows to kill them and stash it into the locker because she didn't have access to it.
there you go.
Those words you just...
Exactly, I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
there's proof that you... Is that what you're...
You said I hid the
And then left the locker key in my own room.
but could I really have done that?
Wait, why did she give her room key to Byakuya? I don't even
Because
remember.
Byakuya was questioning her identity. He's like,
I'm
tell
not
us
the
your
killer.
identity and who you really are. If you don't,
You
then give me the key to your
should understand
room.
that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
But Kyoko said that she forgot. She doesn't know her identity.
Never hide something from me.
Right.
There's proof
that you aren't the culprit.
No, that's wrong. If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room
Why not?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's actually not true. There's a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie? Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Or is there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier?
If you vote for me when I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the Mastermind has laid for us.
Mastermind's trap? Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... Mastermind's trap? Victim was Mukuro and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Mastermind's trap.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong?
What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. Do you know what the lie is?
The lie that she just told,
Yeah.
because she said that she didn't have access to her room, right?
Yeah.
That lie?
Yeah. And why is it a lie?
Oh, because she had the key that would open.
She has a
every
skeleton
door.
key. Yes.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But Makoto's like, why would she say that when she knows that I know? So what do we do?
Because she's testing him.
Do we pursue the lie? Do we let it go to see what Kyoko's plan is? Or do we run away? Which, we can't run away. No, run away isn't gonna solve anything! So we can't run away.
Well, I feel like if we pursue it, that kind of counteracts the way this chapter started with what Kyoko said to us. So I say we let it go.
I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the mastermind trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What? It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Makoto did it!
Oh shit.
Woo! What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yes, sorry.
It's all your fault.
Everyone, you're wrong! You've got it all wrong! I didn't do it!
Yes,
Good
indeed.
job, everyone! Good job?
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right! No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense! It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills,
It's time for your heart-pounding,
chills,
positively thrilling
kills.
punishment! Wait, why do I... Kyoko!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
What the fuck?
So that's how it works. My god. What do we go? Saved us. He was able to hack into the network. Disable the trap.
Who?
Alter Ego.
Oh shit.
Did you not look at it? Did you not see Alter Ego right there?
I did, yeah.
Oh
Huh? Shit.
Huh? Oh, what's this? What's going on? Hey, what's that? Yeah, it had to be.
This
Alter
is...
Ego. Alter Ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell! I don't believe this.
It would seem...
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us.
Why are you talking like you already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never going to see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit. In a way, that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. See? You're on? Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
so...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed.
The massive high school tower is all over the buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to be already attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. Huh? What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? There wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. And then, I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No. This isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in the vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. Heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there until I wasted away and died? No. I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. And with that, the pursuit of survival began. First step was to start looking away for a way out of here. And I'll look for a way out of here. In
the next episode.
Mack, you just avoided a bad ending. Good job.
Seriously?
Yeah. If you tell everybody that Kyoko had the skeleton key, then she would have been executed, and it would have been a bad ending.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So what did you think? The chapter's not really over, but we're like 5 minutes away.
Listen, I gotta say, throbbing headache the whole time.
Yeah.
I still really, really liked it.
Okay.
A lot, yeah. That was good. Unlike that last game.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, like I couldn't think of how to like put into words. Like you said that like the motivation for like Sakura killing and stuff was the same as like Leon killing Sayaka or Mondo killing Chihiro, which I couldn't think of like I thought in my brain it was like obviously not, but I couldn't think of a way to differentiate it. But I got it now, alright? Because the reason why Sakura is different is because what she did was a selfless act. Like, she was doing it for everybody, you know, she was sacrificing herself for everybody, while all the other motives, for, like Celeste, for Mondo, not really Mondo because it was only instinct, but still, and for Leon, was because they had the selfish desire to get out of here and sacrifice everybody to do it. Sakura's was the exact opposite, so that's what stuck out to me. That's, you know, in order to put it in plainly in words, that's what I was thinking of. I couldn't think of what to say. Because your opinion shook me so much. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna.
So Kyoko still has the skeleton key, or we have it?
No, we don't have it.
Damn.
Yeah, we could probably easily get out of here if we had it, but so yeah, we're gonna try to find a way out of here in
the next episode.
So thank you for watching this episode of Danganronpa. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell, be notified every time we upload. Cheers.
Every single day.
Goodbye.